Hello and welcome everybody to the stream. Today is the San Francisco Challenge Final. The Gold Series are going to start in just a minute right now. We've had some exciting races in the first in the qualifier series, so we've already done 5 races to qualify the top 40 that you will see racing in just a minute. This is Oscar, your host, and with me is Alberto. Alberto, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good. Hi, Oscar. We have seen some amazing race so far, and we are ready for the Gold Fleet, right?
Exactly. Gold Fleet first race starting in the Nacra 17.
Yep.
Fast boat, Olympic boat on the what is usually the AC75 course.
So big gate at the top mark. We are ready to see some of the major battles in this game. We will see a really strong left wing shift at the middle of the first leg. So let's see where everyone will set up themselves. I can see a lot of are trying to get a starboard site nearby the race committee to have the right of way. What do you think where you will start?
Yeah, I would also start towards the boat committee. I think just because it's too risky with 37 players, that's 40 players. I'd rather sail clean, so fast, and just focus on my race and not try to enter too much into duels and battles, because that can quickly go wrong with that many players. 25
I totally
seconds.
agree with you, but for this kind of start, I will start on the pin really fast and try to pass them at the beginning of the first wing shift. So as you can see, it's a sport that allows us to have multiple choice, and is hard to find a super correct one.
Yep, and it's worth noting that we have the anti-pen start system active, so if you are starting on port, be careful that you're not doing a pen start, otherwise you will be penalized for another 10 seconds.
As I look at the start of the VAT Maradoni, amazing start on port, on the pin, on amazing timing, and he's getting the lead. He was lucky because there was a couple of boats in penalties just in front of him, and he managed to avoid any penalty from them. So finally, I can say welcome to the 40 boat hell. There will be a lot of fun here.
Yeah, in this bigger course, so we can expect the races to last about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Depending on the boats, and well, Nacra is a pretty fast boat, but this again is a long race, and the Nacra doesn't go upwind very well. It prefers reaching. So yeah, it doesn't have a very tight angle in the upwind. So it's going to be a lot of tax.
We're waiting for go foiling on the downwind later on.
Yep.
We open the kite and we go for the full speed. As you can see, there is a left wing shift at the moment that advantages Sea Bear on the left hand side, but there is a right wing shift coming down from the right hand side that will, in the end, massively benefit the British team VAT Maradoni.
Yep, Maradoni. We can actually maybe talk about the overall ranking. We kind of went straight into it and we didn't really explain who is leading in this competition. So Maradoni currently in a comfortable position, took a very good start, as we said a couple seconds ago. Is overall third with 28 points after 5 races. In fleets of 20-ish players. 20 to 30 players, so very consistent sailor actually in the previous qualifier series. 3rd position, 12th, 1st, 4th, and 8th. So always in the top 12, which means that if he continues, he is going to make it to the semi-final.
Yep. I want to remember everyone how does it work with the semi-final. So we have at the moment 40 players that are ready. We had 80 players that have done multiple races before, done 5 races before. Only the top 40 qualified for that. And from those top 40, the top 12 will actually go to the semi-final. so there will be a massive cut from 40 to 12. And at the moment, so before the start of the first race, we have the 12th position at 46 points, and we have almost everyone ready to fight for a position over there, even if there are 20 to 30 points, but there are so many points left to be given that this one will be really, really cool to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're just going to wait for them to round the mark, and we're going to show you the scoreboard with the game next to it in a second. So you can see as well which players to watch out for. So yeah, as you said, 40 players down to 20 for just the medal race, and then 20 to 12 for the semi-final. Without jinxing it, obviously, which players do you imagine are going to make it through?
It's really, really hard at this point, because just one bad race can compromise everything, even if you are in the first position. So I cannot actually tell you anyone who can be there, because a disconnection, a bad race, something that will not allow you to finish your race will change everything. So the jinx power is super strong in this kind of race.
Well, let's avoid the D word then.
Yeah, that's my power, so I want to keep it for the last race of the Gold Fleet. Tonight we will have a pool race of Gold Fleet. We have a medal race after that. And for the Gold Fleet, we start with Nacra 17, as you can see. Then we have Laser 49 F50. And this one will be the boat that we'll see competing today. Some penalties around the rounding of the downwind mark. There is a lot of traffic there, and position can be losing quite easily. As you can see before, we had person like See You Later from Italy that almost did not qualify, and right now you see him in the 6th position. F7 in 7th position also he missed 1 or 2 races. Do you remember?
F7 missed the first 2 races. 2 races? 3 races. 2 races.
Yeah, and is still there fighting in 8th position. So as you can see, I think even if missing the first 2 races, F7, he still can manage to go to the top 12. He needed to perform really well, but it's still doable.
Yep. Just want to shout out Noze da Costa, who just dropped a comment in the chat. Hello everyone. Hi Oscar. Hi Anabolto. Nice to see you there, Nozet. Hope you're doing well.
Is he already qualified, Nozet?
I think Nozet already is qualified, yeah.
Okay. And he is also qualified for the Italian Team Racing Championship that will be held in Genova mid to late September.
Well, can't wait to hear about that. Mid-late September. September is gonna be one of the months where we're gonna have a lot of finals, I believe. A lot of events happening on eSailing.
It's everything over there.
Yeah.
And we have the semi at the beginning of September. We are currently try to understand when will be the final for the World Cup, but it will be in that period too. To be late September, early October, so we'll still have a lot of them. And Nations Cup also should be starting around the period. Am I correct?
Nations Cup usually starts in the last trimester of the year, so well, hopefully.
So early October, mid October, right? Kinda.
Yep, kind of. So
November.
this is where the M&As are going to start signing up, choosing their teams. So be aware.
So in September they start to train, right?
Yeah. Moritz, hi Oscar and Alberto, hi Nozed, vamos Josuts. Nice to see you there, Moritz. And vamos Josuts. Let's see how Josuts is doing overall. Josuts is 12th, tied with Umut and Flying Boss with 46 points.
Yep.
And 13th, 14th now in this race.
Yep.
So yes, obviously still not out of the picture, but as Alberto said, even Farley with 71 points towards the bottom of the fleet isn't out yet. Because with 40 players, a bad race can change everything. Yep.
Yeah, we can consider the previous race as like a tough warm-up, and now the games is becoming interesting. Oh, nice attack by Farley over Bjarne Bauer. He is trying to get the 5th position. Let's see what's going to happen in the next jibe. And yes, Farley get the position. Depends everything on the next jibe. Vito Maradoni has been under a lot of dirty wind. Is jibing, forcing Farley in a big puff. But kind of interesting because it's almost at the end of the race. With the Polish Timian, you have to help me with this one. Timianek?
Timjanek, yeah. I said Timjanek.
Timjanek. Thank you so much. Second, Almir. And the third, as you can see, an amazing Farley. 4th, Hawkeye.
A bunch of people in the 5th place. Von Pigeon, Foron, Pablo Baez in 14th. Julie Fra crossing the finish line in 15th. Followed by Whimsical Sailor, one of the new faces that we see in the finals. We're going to go over a couple of players as the races continue. And everyone is just SGR88, a nice mention as well. And that
I would love to mention all of them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. we're going to go over most of them, most that we can. So yeah, that is race 1 in the Knockout 17. We'll soon be going over to race number 2.
Yep.
Just give us a couple of minutes to upload the scores, but while I upload the scores, you will have the nice soothing voice of Alberto to accompany you.
A new, for me, new player from the Netherlands, took off Kurt Vierai Farley in 32nd position at 71, but as you can see, he was winning the race, so we can already say he was not winning the race. He was in the top position, but he still can manage to climb a lot of position. We have SGR88 from Sweden. We have she's the female representative from the Swedish national team. So well done to SGR. We have Tommy Campbell, the Gular, Almir, VIP Dimstery, Oerias FedEx, and from Vietnam. I really want to apologize in advance for the problem with the name, but it's Oi Gyoyoi. So we should be people should be joining right now.
I am back.
Race. Hello, Oscar. Do we have updated results?
Yes, and I'll show you them in a second as the race has just started 10 seconds ago.
Oh, they already not only started, but already on the first leg?
Yep.
Okay.
First leg has just started. Copy Flying Boss Pepino on a good start over here. On the right hand side over here, closely followed by Pablo Baez. Just a quick shout out to Gato Miao. Hi all, ciao Alberto Gato. Nice to see you in the chat.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's have a quick peek at the results.
So as I was telling before, Whimsical Sailor is in the top 12. Sombrero Nico gain a lot of position. The Japanese one are amazing. Out of I was not expecting Furan in 4th. That is a really at the beginning of the races, Oscar was so kind, asked me, who is your underdog? And for me, it's Furan. He is going today. He was super fast. I'm going to jinx it for him. So
Leave him alone.
in the moment it says he's going fast, Furan get a penalty, but we will pass through that.
Yeah, Furin from Sweden. Nice to see him in the fleet over here. But a couple names that I also want to mention who was third just a second ago is Vegas in the purple boat over here. One of the Japanese, I'm gonna say OGs. I guess one of the first members of the Japanese community that I've met, and who was captain for the Japanese eSailing team during the Nations Cup several times. I think he is now co-captaining with KGR last year.
You're speaking about Vegas, right?
Vegas, yep, absolutely.
Can you remember his name? Sorry.
His real name?
Yeah.
Vegas. I actually don't.
OG? What do you say?
Oh no, he's one of the OGs. I think one of the oldest, as in like not in terms of age, but in terms of
okay, yeah.
experience or yeah. Hardolo just followed us 13 minutes ago. Thank you, Hardolo, for that. Sorry, I missed it.
I can see Chico Milo at the moment in the first position. That does not surprise me. I'm kind of surprised to not see Farley.
Well, he missed the start and he didn't say anything. So unfortunately, the rule is if you cannot join,
you have to ask.
You send a message.
You have to tell. Yeah.
He didn't let us know, so we had to start the game without him, unfortunately. Das Booth put the race on big screen, Oscar. Sorry about that. Just did that.
So at the moment we have in the lead the German that has enough room to be far away from the second one. We have Bjorn Bauer in second position, in third position for the amazing flying boss. But as I told you, to the person listening in the intro, this boat will allow a lot of position to be contested, because the boat can cover the other one, the one in front of you, and it's like a chess game. You need to find yourself in the right position where you're not covered, and probably the one who wants to cover you is already being covered by someone else. In this way you can get the position, and as you can see, Vegas in this moment is going super fast because he's doing exactly like that, and is defending himself between Quapi and Furan, while Chico Melo is getting a lot of position because he's not being covered by anyone, but now Quapi is covering. There is a fight over there. Vegas is also pushing. Furan has the right of way, but in the moment they are going around the mark. The Japanese has the right of way, but penalty for Furan. It was almost through the mark, but
could have talked
he
about
didn't left enough room for the player.
Could have talked about Jer 7 and Bjorn Bauer, who were clear of all the downwind battles that were happening right behind them. So they managed to put a almost 40-meter lead between them and the people pursuing them.
In the moment you are free at the beginning of the downwind, you are gaining thousands of meters just because the one behind you are fighting between themselves. So I can see those sailors going for first and second position, and from third to I think third to 7 will be a group, and then from 8th until 20 kinda will be another group, and then there is the last group. But as you can see, Maradoni that won the previous race, no, was really good in the previous race, at the moment is 32nd. Between the starting of the race today and up until the first race in the Nitro 17, so in 6 races, it totaled 36 points. In this race, we will total 33, 32, 34 points. So as you can see, these races are really changing everything. Even if Farley didn't connect, I do not believe he has the possibility to go back and catch up with all the other. 41 points are definitely too much for him. He will be missing the 3rd race in a row if he qualifies. That would be an amazing result.
Yeah, I was looking somewhere else. Right, so what's happening over
I
here,
think the
Alberto?
group, I think the group kind of divide themselves, and there was a couple of interesting wind shifts, and the Japanese get the right way. So I believe Vegas and Flying Boss, if they do not fight each other, they can consolidate the 3rd and 4th position, as Foran is a little bit further behind, and Pepino, Quapi, is just behind them. Amazing result at the moment for Chico Melo, that even with this race is going to keep his position over the qualification if he's continuing like that. We have actually at the battle for Whimsical Sailor, but seems he went far enough to avoid some of the penalty. He's in the group. If you go back around the position number 12,
25.
you will see a lot of battles in the back over there. And as you can see, the top are not covering each other, are happy with the position. They do not want to lose or gain a lot of position. But if you see in the back is where the fight begins. Because every single position counts a lot.
Yeah, just switching back to the front of the fleet. Tier 7 is crossing this finish line clear ahead of Bjorn Brewer, also clear ahead of Vegas and Flying Boss. So these two really pulled away from the rest of the fleet, and then probably from 3rd to 8th also have a good advance towards the back of the fleet. So Vegas 3rd, Flying Boss is gonna be 4th, Foran 5th. Quapi, the Swiss sailor, 6th. Nano Pardo is gonna take number 8. Chico Melo number 9. See you later. Sorry, Chico Melo number 8. See you later, number 9. The Guler finally
number
showing
11.
up. Number 11.
I have a question for you. The Guler can qualify.
The Guler is currently 35th.
He's already over 100 points.
Yeah, over 100
but
points.
With this position, he's getting a lot of.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, but never say never, I'd say.
Yeah. While Oscar is getting back to us, we'll have the start of race number 3 Gold. We have a pretty interesting starting line. It's completely neutral. So we will have actually no benefit being started on the right or on the left. But there is a wind shift on the right. And there is a path on the left. Exactly as I predicted. Okay. Which I will be as predicted. And but as you can see, more people are going on the left-hand side. So we will see what is going to happen. 10 seconds to the start. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We have many people in penalty. As you can see, there is a lot of vote coming back. I think almost half of the fleet. Whimsical Sailor, we have the Ghouler, Nanopardo, Hawkeye we said was on fire, we jinx it. Vegas was on fire, we jinx it. 07 was on fire, we jinx it. I feel that my power is really, really too strong and I should have any enemy. So at the moment is Chico Melo on fire. Hopefully I will not jinx it for them. He is on 4th position, and I've seen Cooks have nice finally in an amazing start. And to be fair, we have the updated results that keep Hawkeye in the 1st position, Chico in 2nd, 3rd is Fuller, and 4th is Vegas. And the 12th is Pablo Baez with 77 points. The 13th is Sombrero Nico with 78. 20th, 95 point, Team Yannick. And 21st, Whimsical Sailor, 98. I did it on purpose. I want to say 12th and 13th, so to understand the points. And it's like 1 point. And it's 3 points from the Polish to the other Italian.
I'm back.
Hello.
So
I have heard some news regarding the protest committee.
yes, so there's been a protest from Farley who couldn't join in time, and is trying to get a redress for the missed race. If the hearing will happen between the Gold Series and the Medal Race. So after race 4, there will be the hearing for the redress of Farley. With the protest committee.
Great.
And we'll see if he gets the redress or not. And T Tim, thank you for the follow. Sorry missed that. And I see in the chat that we have a couple of new chatters with Philly, hey everyone from Stay Spoken, and AC Fine and Miracle Sailing rooting for their team at Hawkeye, Von Pigeon, and Donnie, all from GBR.
I think my power is really, really too strong. It says that Hawkeye was on fire. He has an early start. I said the Vegas was on fire. He had an early start. So probably they need to ask Polite to do not jinx it for them. So
right. Well, they're approaching the top gate over here. Donnie's still in a good position, so apparently we didn't jinx him. Donnie overall, as you can see on the scoreboard on the side, is currently 6th with 63 points, tied with Nanopardo. Hawkeye still leading, 42 points. Chico 45, 4 on 50. Vegas 56. We did the 63 points, 66 for Von Pigeon, 70 for Cold Beer, 72 for Julie Fra. 73 for Bjorn, 75 for Flying Boss, and 77 for Pablo Baez. As it stands, these would be the 12 players who would go to the semifinal if they continue their streak of good races. Donnie a bit alone over here on the left mark.
Yeah, not sure it's the right one though.
The rest of the fleet is opting for the other one. Let's see if he was right or not.
So I do not agree with Zhukov, but I tend to agree with Searching. 15.7 for him. Maradoni 15.9, so probably he's going to have the right idea. No, 17 knots for Searching, 16 knots for...
Yeah, Searching is a knot faster than...
yeah, even Zhukov, and he has the right of way. And probably Maradoni went to the wrong side and is going to lose some position. Anything you want to add? I can see a train here of a boat on the right-hand side of the racing area, where the big path is. I do not see a lot of battles. I see all pretty conservative, and I'm not sure why, but probably because people that are in like attacking position are really far behind. You see Vega's last position, Hawkeye 32nd, except on Maradoni. We have a really split fate where the top sailor are in the bottom part of the racing area. And right now, look at here, Maradoni 15.6, searching 19.5. He's going almost 4 knots faster. All the advantage Maradoni had, it disappeared in a second. And the Zhukov now to the attack, also Cool, also Xavier, Zavnice. And searching at the first position, and Breast Power is also there, really fighting for that. Penalty for Breast Power, and Maradoni hold the second position. Was a really interesting downwind leg, right?
Yeah, it was. Donnie didn't lose that many places. Decided to go alone on the left, and he's currently third. From first to third is not too bad. It's catchable.
Look how many positions for Farley. F7 gained.
And Farley gained a lot of position, currently first, and he's going to need that after missing the first 2 races in the final. And if it doesn't go his way for the hearing and he doesn't get a redress, he is going to need as little points as possible. Currently sitting with 115 points with the DNS.
Totally agree with it.
So yeah, but he does have a pretty 80-meter lead, so pretty comfortable lead on the rest of the fleet, so hopefully he can keep it. And we're going to switch to someone else before we jinx it for him.
Yep. And as you can see, again, the fleet is really not fighting against each other. Nobody's covering each other. It's really interesting to see how people are waiting for the left leg to give the most important attacks, to fight for the position, and I would love to see a couple of battles because it's time. Because in the last race, F50 is definitely too difficult.
Well, F50 is going to be it's going to be hectic. Can't wait to see that. But for the 49er, I would believe most of the battles actually happen during the upwind and not the downwind. Upwind is where
I totally agree with you, but.
Yeah, upwind is where you can really make the difference in the 49ers, so either they just want to sail clean and, you know, just do their races and not risk anything. I don't think we're going to see a lot of battles during the downwind. It would be weird to wait for the last downwind to start your battle.
I think it's because the wind shift are kind of interesting at the moment. Massive puff on the right, where you can see Farley is going like 12 knots. But impressive left wind shift. So you can see Zhukov that is probably going to tack and pass a lot of the boats just because the wind shift is going his way. Any thought about that?
Yeah, I don't know. We see them. I would stay on the right hand side as Farley and Searching are doing. I don't think Zhukov's strategy is gonna pay off.
I think he will be finishing still in the top 5, top 10.
Yeah, actually, don't know where was Zhukov. Where was Zhukov last leg?
I think 10th ish.
Yeah, so he did gain some pretty important positions.
Yeah. As you can see, this one is the most interesting, and probably I'm going to tuck and going on the left mark as Flying Boss is going. Because the path is going that way. Look at Searching jibing as soon as possible.
Yep.
Probably Searching 14.5, 16 knots. Farley is gaining. It's not hard. It's hard to understand what's the speed because of jibing. 17 knots for Farley and Cool. 18 knots for Searching. This is where the path is. Flying. Boss is getting a lot of positions, going 18.4, almost a knot faster, with no traffic, no people covering you. He will definitely gain a lot of position.
Flying Boss, yeah. Well, we hope it for him. He is kind of alone. He is going to be the first one to get this wind pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Currently 11th with 75 points, so he's doing a pretty decent run. Though he shouldn't, let go, because he is 11th, so it's one spot away from seeing the semi-final going off.
Flying away.
Yep, sailing away. Let's say. And well, hopefully for him, he can finish. He can stay in this top 5 over here. Though Maradoni is going to try to slow him down with the wind shadow of the 49er.
Yeah.
Not the most effective, but still managed to slow it down. Flying Boss going to 16.7, while Donnie is going more than a knot faster. So definitely worth it.
Yeah, but he was in 10th position before rounding a mark, so even if he finished 5th, he still gained a lot of
4th or
position.
5th is still a great position to finish on for Flying Boss. Totally agree with you.
I have to tell you, I'm really surprised from Hawkeye, dead last, so he's doubling his points. See you later in 36, The Guler in 35, Umut in 31, 29 Vegas. These are our super surprise here.
Yeah,
People
Hawkeye
were really close and are going, 38 points means it's going 80. It's going to be like 8th or 9th Hawkeye after an amazing run so far.
If he, with 30, assuming he finishes 38th, that's 50, 80 points. That puts him in, only 13th though.
Yeah, but, other people are arriving, so probably 9th or 10th at the end. Something like that.
So so worst case scenario, he finishes 13th with this misstep. So as long as he doesn't repeat it again, he should still be fine.
Yeah, but it's like giving away a discard in this way.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So that was the end of race 3 in the 49er. We're gonna go in a couple of minutes in the race 4 with the F50. That's gonna be a quick and hectic race. So
yeah, we need to check who is going to run the first mark in the front. We're going to need to check who will be the best position in the starting area. I believe everyone is going to start in the middle, and the middle is the right position. Even a little bit underneath the middle, if you are in the right timing, you could do that. If you start from the top, you have to go really fast. You have to be 40 knots plus. You need to be super fast, and you need to do not find any traffic. Both are pretty good. Depends on what's happening, and the gamble here is massive. I want to tell you, is massive. You can play safe, going up, going all around, and then going to the last mark. And everyone here is going 15 seconds to the start. I believe. I hope there are not too many OCS. A lot of people is super early, and they're kind of trying to slow down. They're trying to find the position. People are just trying to cross it. I say amazing start by See You Later. He's doing races in front, he's doing the races in the back. He's not at all constant. And look here, they mayhem for the mark. I believe there will be like 20 penalties here. And as I tell you, the first 3 are going for the win. They will probably lose 1, 2, 3 positions, but they're over there. If they don't do anything not smart. Here's a penalty for Vari from Pablo Baez after a quick tack, so not a good moment for Vari right now. People need to go to the right. See You Later is in an amazing position here. And
just jumping in because I'm back and just agreeing with you. What a start! What a start from See You Later over here. That was.
Yeah, we need to do an anti-doping to him, right?
Absolutely, I think we should.
Amazing race.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hectic race over there with almost 40 boats in the F50, which is a very fast boat. One of the, I think the speed record for the F50 is like approximately 50 knots.
Wow.
Held last year was held by the GBR team during Sail GP.
Nice.
So unless that record has been broken more recently, I think that was the last record I know of.
I have to tell you though, there is a problem in the back. We have F7 in 29th position.
That's
not
going
good.
to help him out. No. I didn't see his start, but it's gonna be hard to catch up because every little mistake is very costful in the F50.
Yeah. Oh, penalty also for him. So he's going really not well for him. Also, if you consider that he had a request redress that normally works with the average of your previous races. So
yeah, so if the redress is given, it's going to be exactly that, the average of all the races that he raced in minus the one he didn't race in, and that would be the score for that.
Another penalty for Farley. He's not focusing right now.
So let's move on to someone else who we're not gonna jinx. What about some Chico?
So let's keep a Hawkeye. No, I'm joking. So
I went to
Chico?
Chico. So Chico is currently first. I'm gonna show you guys the ranking after the race. Whoa.
Yeah, but where is
After
in the
the
race?
end of the race, he is currently first with 55 points overall, and 11th in this race.
Yeah,
meaning that
he's in the middle of the traffic, but I don't believe he's going to lose a lot of position.
no, he's not, because arriving, if he stays 13th until the end of the race, he ends up with 68 points, which puts him third.
In second position. Yeah, that's third.
Yeah, without the other people finishing his races, so he is still in a very comfortable position.
Yeah, but look at Oliver. Look at Oliver here. Yeah,
where is Oliver?
13.
Help me out here.
He's the one just across in front of him.
Yeah.
This will be an interesting one because there is a right wheel shift coming up. So Whimsical Sailor probably is going to pass him because he can get to the ley line earlier than that. And he's being covered by Trap Olivier, sorry. Not Oliver. Olivier.
Yep, so
this one will be another hectic. Ooh, penalty here for Almir. I believe there will be probably one more penalty, but wow! Look at what done Chico around Whimsical Sailor. Amazing maneuver, and also amazing maneuver from Whimsical Sailor.
you say that, and that's when I'm not focusing on Chico anymore.
Oh, you're focusing who? On who?
I was still on Oliver.
So Barracuda second, Nano Pardo, Yuli Fora, Pablo, and Tommy Campbell. Oh, what's Tommy positions?
We'll share the overall ranking anyway after this race, because this is the fourth race in the F50, which means that we're gonna have a hearing first for Farley, and then check if there are any more hearings after Farley's hearing. So it's gonna be a couple of minutes for us to update the scores, wait for the hearing to take place, and take their decision before we can continue to the medal race. But a huge congratulations to See You Later for this race. That was a pretty impressive.
Okay, we have
we've had a decision. So redress was given to Farley, which means that he will receive 10 points in race 2 instead of a DNS. But Oliver gets to stay in the medal race as well. So it's going to be a medal race of 21 players. And with this redress, Farley jumps up to 13th overall, tied with Cold Beer with 111 points. So it's not over for Oliver. Oliver is still in.
He's still in the loop.
Is still in the loop.
That's really good.
So that's great for him. I think that's a good decision from the protest committee. I'm happy with that.
totally agree.
It would have been a bummer if Oliver was therefore out because of that, but that is not a case. Last chance for those not in the top 12 to reach the top 12, and for those in the top 12 to confirm their position in the top 12. Reminder, this is going to be 21 boats in a medal race, so double the points. If you finish first, you get 2 points. If you finish second, you get 4 points. And if you finish last, you get 42 points. And that's actually something we haven't explained in this live for anyone who's watching and doesn't necessarily understand how the points work in sailing. It's a low point scoring system, which means that your position equals your number of points you get for that race. And then it's just the sum of all the points you get in each race that adds up to your score.
So who you want to go to check?
Well, we gotta show our support to those not in the top 12, right?
No.
you don't seem like you agree.
Yeah, I'm going to check on Furan.
You're going to check on Furan.
It's my underdog.
He's your underboat, so you have to support him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Some of the penalty are.
Well, penalty on flying boss, penalty on Nico, see you later, and penalty on searching.
Even Julie Fra.
And Julie Fra.
And Furan is first. And Furan is first.
And Furan is first.
He's not going to last, but he's definitely
nice
going to be
here,
Farley in the first. But yeah, Farley is going to round them first. But it depends when he will be allowed to attack. Sorry, go ahead.
Don't die. I know Furan is first, but don't, keep it cool.
Too much excitement. Too much excitement here for Furan and Bari.
So, but Furan, if he can keep it like this, is a pretty good position. Very is a third position. He decided to tack away.
Yeah, but it's nice to close on the fleet, to keep them in control, to be in the middle of everything. Do not risk it too much. Do not.
Using the wind shadow to kind of slow down your opponents in the upwind and in the downwind. The wind shadow being the lighter colored zone that you see behind the boats, which is just a decrease in wind pressure because the wind is stopped by the sails. So if you're trapped in there, you would go slower. And so yeah, it's kind of like the reverse of a slipstream if you're more used to cars.
Yep, totally. As I can tell you, Farley was going to run first, and Furan is losing out some of the position.
And Farley's going to need his firsts, right? Because he is just out of the top 12 by 1 point.
Yeah, but I believe he can finish at top 10 and still doing it.
It would have been a hectic ride for him if he does make it.
Yeah, but we are all cheering for Farley because these connection issues can always happen.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It was a hectic final for him, missing the first 2 races, missing the second race in the Gold Series. Managed to get a redress thanks to the protest committee. To still just be out of the top 12, but get into the medal race. So he had to fight until the end for sure. Well, as any other sailor really. Just coming back to Shiko, who just been dominating this final since the beginning.
Yeah.
And currently 5th, so he's not showing any signs of fatigue whatsoever.
No, he's on fire. And
we can say it's gonna be
over there. I think he's closing to make it. I
think Bjorn Bauer is kind of like my underboat. I think it's not the first time he's joined in a final. It's not a name that we regularly see in these type of events. So I'm happy to see he's there. And I hope he makes it in top 12. Currently 16 with 118 points. Yeah, I was gonna say it is likely that the sailors that we see are likely very tired now, because it's been almost 4 hours for them of racing. We've only streamed the Gold Series, so the last 5 races, but there were 5 races before that in the group stages in the qualifier series. And we started at 17 UTC. So 4 hours.
And
ago.
you're still really fresh. I'm too tired at the moment. After it's only 3 hours, we are being good this time.
Yeah, only 3 hours. That's my maths being wrong.
I want to say congratulations to Farley because he has so much advantage that he definitely qualified.
Yeah, and look who are the top 3. Top 3 from GBR.
Yeah.
Farley, Donny, and Von Pigeon.
Yeah, but Donny is
Hawkeye, you have to catch up, Hawkeye. Currently 11th.
Sorry to for Hawkeye that is kind of risking it. But 22 points to 122, yeah, it should be fine. Hawkeye is like in the cool position. Nice is in a really bad position.
I do like what I'm seeing, because I do see a couple of players who currently aren't in the top 12 being in the top 12 in this race.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a nice shift in the ranking. Just as a reminder, the top 12, just going to remind the people of the top 12. Chico is first, Furan second, Judy Fra third, Von Pigeon fourth, Maradoni fifth, Pablo Baez sixth, Hawkeye seventh, Nano Pardo eighth, Vegas ninth, Wary 10th, Flying Boss 11th, and Cool Xav Nice 12th.
Yeah. But I think Cool Xav Nice and Flying Boss are conceding their position to Farley and Bjorn.
Yep. Well, it's not over for any of those who aren't qualified yet. As we said, there's the next challenge, Challenge 5, coming in.
And there's also
in
the
2 weeks.
6th one. So.
And there's the 6th one after that, which is going to be at some point, so in August.
Yeah.
I believe beginning of August, if I'm not mistaken.
10 to 15, the series, 25th, 22nd.
Okay,
the final.
So mid August for the challenge, and then end of August for the final. So you have 2 more opportunities to qualify to the semi-final. And let's also remind that there are 8 currently, according to the notice of rate, 8 spots for wildcards to join the semi-finalists, and then 2 spots for the grand final. Grand final being the top 10 from the semi-final, and plus 2 wildcards. And after all of that, it's going to be the Nations Cup very soon afterwards. So lots of sailing left in this year, in this season of this partnership between Virtual Regatta and World Sailing. And if everything goes well as well, we're going to have a eSailing Nations Cup maybe on offshore as well. That's going to have to be decided between World Sailing and Virtual Regatta, depending on what is possible to do.
Yeah, but the Nations Cup has already been done in offshore, right?
That was the 2023 edition.
So it was at the beginning of 2024, it was the 2023 edition.
Yep.
Definitely we can have a really nice...
Knowing that on offshore, the big event that's going to be happening is the Vendée Globe.
Yeah, and it's going to start in September also? October?
I think October. September, I should know that. More focused on the inshore part of the sailing.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We are also more focused on the inshore at the moment. Because we need to see the end of this race.
Exactly.
Where is Quappy?
So 10th of November is
10th of November.
Start of the Vendée Globe.
Oh, there is a nice fight between Nico, Olivier, but he's 2 in the back. Hawkeye. I'm focusing on Nico because he's one, like 3 points from the 12th position. That Cooks have nice has definitely given away. And Julie Fra, to be fair, in 16th position. Is it safe? But it's not that safe.
It's not that safe.
Because it's going 117, with Farley giving a first.
We're gonna see some nice shuffles.
Yeah.
While I enter the scores, I'm gonna leave you guys on the scoreboard so you can check and memorize where everyone is. As Farley already crossed the finish line in 9 minutes and 9 seconds. Donnie's gonna be close after, and Von Pigeon after him. As we see the battle between Very and Shikope Milo for 4th and 5th.
With Chico getting the position of
And
everybody.
Chico penalizing Very over here and passing just in front. So Chico is going to take 4th place, Very is going to take 5th. Vegas is 6th. That is great to see Vegas in the top 12 in the middle race.
Yeah, and even Vari is on top 12.
He should be able to keep his position. Furan 7th.
Furan in top 12.
Bjarn Bauer is going to be in the top 12 as well, arriving at 8th. It's going to be tied between
kind of
Oliver,
close.
Cold Beer, and Hawkeye. Hawkeye's crossing 4th and 11, Oliver in 10th, and Cold Beer in 12th. And a bit of a gap between these first 11 players and the 12th and onwards. Nico arriving 12th, see you later. Kwapi 13th, Flying Boss 14th. Likely it's going to be close between Julie Fra and Xav Nice and Pablo Baez. Barracuda right after him, Pepino in 19. Well,
And Nano Pardo is out. He was 8. And Nano Pardo with 21st is definitely out. Sorry for the man.
we'll see how all of that
Searching,
goes.
for example, Searching was already out, Pepino was already out, Barracuda was already out. Even Pablo Baez. He's
we'll
scary.
see how this goes. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. I'm gonna mute up, enter the scores, and we'll see it update as soon as the scores have been entered. Top 12, therefore Chico, Furan, Donnie, Von Pigeon, Farley, Vegas, Very, Julie Fra, Hawkeye, Pablo, Baez, Colbeer, and Bjarn are the top 12 going into the semifinal. Congratulations to them. They're going to be the fourth batch of 12 players coming in. Fourth batch for the semifinals. I think the points have been updated, no? 75 points for Chico.
Especially to my underdogs, Furan and Bari.
So yeah, congratulations to them. Moritz thanking us for the stream. Thanks for the stream, Alberto and Oscar. Well done, very nice job. Hopefully I can join the top 8 this year. I don't have time to play with top 8. We'll see you next time. Moritz, there's still two more challenges left, so we'll be very happy to see you in one of these finals. So don't give up yet. And thank you all for watching the stream. Thank you, Alberto, as well for being with me and hosting this the events. We're gonna end the stream.
You have done an amazing work. Oscar.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
too.
for having me.
We're gonna end the stream right now, so it's been a blast. Congratulations to the top 12 going to the semifinal. We'll see very soon for the next challenge in a month. Well, not that soon then. We'll see you in a month for the next challenge final for the eSailing World Championship. And
thank you.
See you all. Bye.